What's good, Straight Up Tennessee family? It's your boy Ruck in the building, and it is a Wednesday. It is time for the midweek chat, Arkansas week, and we got a lot to dive into on a Wednesday. College football pickups, C2s by the numbers. We also got pump the gas, hit the brakes. We're going to limit that a little bit, man, because we got a good night ahead. Chat, we need you tonight. It's midweek chat. This is your show. This is the day where you take over. All your questions, all your concerns, all your updates. What do you guys have leading into Saturday? What do y'all want to talk about here on the midweek chat? I got a large group with me tonight. I got my boy Selly, I got my boy Dilly, and I got my boy C2 with me. It's going to be a fire night as we dive into what we think, man, this Tennessee and Arkansas game can look like. It's one that's weird, man. Me and Dylan talked about it on Sunday. It is a weird game. It is a game that shouldn't be an issue. It's a game that shouldn't have any type of worry around it. But when you look at the series history, there are things to worry about. When you look at what just happened with Arkansas, it is something that you're kind of like, this is strange. But at the end of the day, what do you guys think about this week? Let's tap in on the midweek chat. Your boy Ruck in the building. Like I told you, joined by my guys. Let's have a fun Wednesday. You already know what it is, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. Let's get it popping.
Tennessee's the program to keep an eye on. If you want to know which program that's not currently at the head table of college football, it's Tennessee.
Now Mashak's got to go. A fire! Fire wins it! July Mashak wins it! He needs a strike. Burton needs a bolt. Swing and a miss! And for the first time, Rocky Top reaches the mountaintop of college baseball.
What's really good, everybody? Welcome to Straight Up Tennessee today on a Wednesday night midweek chat. Arkansas week. Got Dylan with me. Got C2. Got my man Sel. Y'all know what to do, man. It's the top of the show. Like, comment, subscribe, and join that thing, man. We've had more people joining, more people subbing. Like it, man. It's free. Go ahead, hit that like button, and let's blow this chat up tonight, man. Let's have a good time. Boys, what's good?
What up, man? How you doing?
You know, I'm going to be feeling real good Saturday at 4:15. You hear me? I feel like we haven't played in 3 weeks. Like, and that could be good or bad because I'm like, sometimes you come out flat. I mean, most of the time Tennessee plays very well after a bye week. Last year at this time, that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case at all. And a lot of us, a lot of us can point to Nico, or a lot of us can point the finger at Dylan Sampson. A lot of us can point the finger at the defense. Who knows? It was a terrible game all in all. But I think now you fix your eyes on what this team has been able to accomplish so far offensively. The defense is getting better weekly. I don't know if y'all understand this. The defense is 4 plays away. Check this out. This will blow your mind. Tennessee's ranked right now 46th on third down defense in the country out of 134 teams, 46th. Take 4 plays away that were all freshmen on 4 plays that factor into this number. They're top 20.
It's wild.
Okay. So we sitting here complaining about how bad, quote unquote, this defense has been, when most of this that has happened has been when our young guys have been playing in garbage time. And yet, I'm telling y'all, 4 plays. That's how close the margin of error is in this league. And so I don't know if it's something that's like, wow, dang, Tennessee's close, or if it's like, I don't care, get that together. But let's see what's going on right here in the chat. Adrian here already. Chat's worse. My man in the building says following you over from the blue chip breakdown. Yes, sir. A lot of people think the piggy's going to just lay down or something. Yeah, they won't. Not they playing for more right now, bro. They're playing for a lot, right? Tennessee Rhodes, what's up, straight up Tennessee fan? What is up? Ryan in the chat, AC and that D line gonna hit Mike Washington so hard and often he gonna think Rocky Top is the national anthem. Hey, bro. Yes, sir. Y'all gonna have to talk tonight.
It's like you need some more Pedialyte. Man,
it's not even Pedialyte now. It's just a little like that annoying cough from when you kind of healed up. So Slick 420 says, "What's up, guys? This bye week made me feel like a crackhead that can't find crack. Man, that's real bad." Chatsworth said, glad we are getting guys back from injuries. Yeah. Tennessee Junior here from the beach run. Yes, sir. Tennessee Junior. Glad to have you in the chat, my boy.
It must be nice.
Sale, shut up, man. You spend your money on concerts.
You're right.
Sally go to any concert, bro. Have you been to the Breezy Bowl?
Nah, I was gonna do 2-for-1 when they played Syracuse in Atlanta, but I didn't want. That would have been too much splurging.
Oh man, and
I saw them in. All right, that sounds like a flex. I was about to say I saw them in Paris when I was living in France.
Oh wow,
must be nice. Must be nice.
Subtle flex.
Yeah, I saw Chris Brown in Paris. That's not iconic. That's dope. I'm hating actually. Sale, since this is kind of the first time you've been on this week, bro, this is a weird game, dude. You know, last year we were feeling. I don't think any of us felt great going into this game last year. Like we didn't like that it was a road game and it was Nico's second road test, but there was just something different about this game. How you feeling this week about it?
I think coming off a bye week on the road and coming off a bye week at home is night and day for us. I know there's a lot of unknowns for Arkansas, but to be honest, I'm not worried at all. I know, like, again, it's a new coach, but I watched a decent bit at the end of the Memphis game. I watched them get their butt whooped by Notre Dame. I'm confident, man. I think we're gonna have our way.
I know, boys. We talked about it a little bit on Monday for the Who is Arkansas show. I would say, I guess, the biggest news so far coming out of today was Mike Washington Jr., running back for Arkansas. He started his career in Buffalo, transferred to New Mexico State, where Diego Pavia transferred to Vanderbilt from. He said today in the SEC teleconference that they asked him, what do you think about Tennessee's defense? He says, they're a good defense, but they have some holes. And so I think it's going to be a fun game. C2, give me your comments on that. What you think about it?
I mean, he's not wrong that we've got some holes on defense because we've had people injured, but I don't think those holes are in the spots that favor Arkansas necessarily, because they don't really. The biggest issue we've had on defense is screen plays and stuff over the middle, like where the linebackers are.
And we haven't been setting the edge. Outside zone has killed us all year.
That too. But I think we've got people who are not necessarily who have been injured, but people who are starting to get their head right coming back in, and Boo Carter. We've got freshmen who at this point have 5 games under their belt, right? So they're not as green as they were. They've had a bye week to look back at all of the film that they have on themselves and get better. So, I mean, yes, there are holes on our defense. I think their defense is kind of just one massive hole, though. So other than like a couple linebackers, so I'm feeling all right about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Deal, what about you? What about his comments? Like, what's that make you feel like?
I mean, yeah, at the same time, it is true, but you don't ever say anything like that going into a game. You just don't, man. You want to get somebody mad? Say that before a game and watch what happens to you, because it almost never works out. But to each his own, I guess.
Sale, what you think, dog?
Man, just what Dylan said. I mean, if we wasn't looking really, if we didn't really have this game circled or was really, looking ahead to Bama week, this would direct the focus a little bit.
Yeah, and I think that's what's funny to me about this week, y'all. We've talked about Bama a little bit, but I'm not really looking to that game at all. Like, there's nothing, I don't know. And maybe it's because you've overcome that game in the last 5 years, right? You're not looking at it the same, like, all right, guys, this is our chance. It's like, no, just go play ball and you can win the game. Like, go do what we do, because Bama defense, y'all, they soft, bro. They are soft. I mean, like, they have so much beef and so much talent on that defense to be as soft as they are. So we'll talk about that next week. But y'all know, man, it's the midweek chat. We typically would do this segment on a Monday, but we waited until Wednesday, and C2 actually just wrote his next novel. But by the numbers, man, let's dive in a little bit. C2, take it away, my man.
Hey, y'all gave me 2 weeks to come up with stuff, and I had to come up with something good. Y'all show Ruck extra love in the chat though, because I did send him this like 3 minutes before the show started. So anyway, by the numbers with C2, we have a special edition for you today. Bobby v. Bobby. You can go to the next slide, Ruck. So we've got our Bobby v. Bobby coach off, looking at the different coaching statistics that I've been able to gather. Y'all, I went back through every year of head coaching that Bobby Petrino has had at an FBS school as a head coach. That's a lot of years. I'm just saying. It took a lot of time. All right. We're going to go segment by segment here. So first, overall record comparison. You got Bobby P with 119 wins, 56 losses. Obviously, he has coached way more games than Josh has as a head coach. Josh is still relatively new as a head coach. But Josh, 65 wins, 23 losses. Overall win percentage, Bobby P has 68%, so still pretty good. But Josh has 73.9. And I would like to point out also, Bobby P's win percentage, a lot of that was spent in Conference USA, the Big East, ACC. Some of it was in the SEC with Arkansas. He had some decent years there, but Josh's 4 of his 7 years have been in the SEC. And when he came here, we were absolutely depleted. FBS opponents' win percentage is pretty even between the two, 54.4% versus 54%. Record against teams that are 500 or better on the season, not when they played them, but over the whole season. I went in and looked at every opponent that they played in their head coaching seasons. 48 out of 100 for Bobby P, 48% winning. 25 of 45 for Josh Heupel, 55.6. And y'all, I know how to spell Josh Heupel's last name. It was meant to be a funny haha, like get hype because we're going to win this game. Anyway, so the clear winner in my eyes in this, based on win percentage, based on record against decent opponents, especially considering playing in a better conference for more of the time you've been coaching, is going to be Josh Heupel as the clear winner here. So overall record winner is Josh Heupel. Next, offensive production comparison, passing. So average pass yards is pretty even between the two. Josh has a bit more. However, Josh does coach in a more pass-friendly environment for more recently than Bobby P did over time. Because of that, Bobby P's average pass yards rank when you compare him to all the other FBS schools is slightly better.
Now, is this number yearly?
It's the average across all of his seasons. Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. His average pass touchdowns that he would have in a season would be 23.9, whereas Josh has 30.1. So a bit more scoring coming from Josh. Average pass touchdown ranking is in the 40s for Bobby, and it's around 26 for Josh. And average interceptions, 11.3 to 5.3. So while Bobby P put up a valiant fight in this one, again, clear winner, Josh Heupel. He was better across the board other than pass yards rank. Next up is rushing. Again, fairly similar in yards, although 500 extra rush yards a season when you're coaching in a pass-friendly league is pretty good, as you can see in the average rush yards rank. On average, Josh is about 35 ranks higher in a rushing offense than Bobby P is. And that's coming from a guy who had Lamar Jackson as one of his quarterbacks for 3 years. So do with that what you will. Average rush touchdowns, again, beating him there. Average rush TD rank, beating him again there. Average fumbles lost, again, beating him. So clean sweep by Josh Heupel. Beating Bobby P in every category there. Next up, we've got their win percentage versus opponent win percentage. I thought I'd get a little fancy this time, give y'all some graphs. So as you can see, it's actually fairly consistent with both of them if they're playing opponents who have a 40 to 60% win percentage. You would expect to see some drop off when you're getting up into your better opponents. However, to get down to where Bobby P is on those two there where he was playing against his highest opponents is pretty bad. Those are years where one year he went 0-8 in conference play while he was coaching in, I think it was the ACC on that one. I'll double check myself. But I am pretty sure. Let's see. Oh, nope. It was... Yeah, it was. It was with Louisville. His last year there, he went 0-8, and then they fired him before the end of the season. So once again, we have Josh Heupel as the winner. Another graph for you coming up next.
This is where we have to go slower.
Okay, I'll slow down. And the reason I wanted to do this is because I've been hearing all week about how great of an offensive coach Bobby Petrino is. And I will agree he is a decent to good offensive coach. He has had the benefit of having Ryan Mallett, who granted didn't do anything in the NFL, but he was a good college quarterback. He's had the benefit of having Lamar Jackson. And when you compare Lamar Jackson to the best quarterback we've had under Josh Heupel, as much as I love Hendon Hooker, or even Joey, if you want to make that argument, the comparison's not really there between Lamar and either of those two, in my opinion. So pass yards versus opponent win percentage is pretty similar between the two of them. That kind of makes sense because if you're playing better opponents, sometimes you're going to be playing from behind, so you're going to have to throw more. So on this one, there wasn't a clear winner, in my opinion. It was a tie between the two coaches. And again, makes sense. You're throwing the ball more, you're playing from behind more, you're playing against better teams. So that one's pretty even between the two. However, this one is clear to me. When you're looking at this, so you've got the opponent's win percentage, and this is the average across their season. As Bobby Petrino gets up past the 60%, so where the average winning percentage of opponents he played that season is 60% or greater, which isn't amazing, but is, pretty good for a lot of the conferences he played in. The rush yards just completely drop off for him. He gives up on running the ball. He abandons running the ball. And I think that is something that's going to affect this team this year, even though he does have a running quarterback. Again, he had Lamar Jackson as a running quarterback. And the best record he managed with him, I think, was a 9-4. So if you've got an all-star, all-generation, worldly talent in Lamar Jackson, and you can't really do much better than that, I don't know what to tell you. It was 9-4. Yeah, just double checked myself. So again, clear winner there, Josh Heupel. Best on running, overall winner. Didn't lose in any category. So I hope that people who keep telling me that Bobby Petrino is an amazing offensive mastermind of a coach, and who keep telling me that Josh has fallen off after Golish left, maybe take a look at what the numbers actually say and figure out that neither of those things are true. We fell off last year offensively. because of quarterback play and not really being able to be creative at all. Anyway, some fun facts for you. Of all the schools Bobby took over the year he arrived, they had a 34-19 record total between all of them the year before he got there. And the first year of him, they had a 31-19. So there wasn't really any improvement from year 1 to year 2. He's also never had to come in to coach a team that had a losing record the year before. So he's in kind of uncharted territories right now at Arkansas because they have a losing record mid-season. He's coming in mid-season. He's never had to do that before. So he's going to have to figure this out. And it's pretty rare to have a coach who's coached for as many years as he has trying to come in and do something new for the first time. To me, that gives me confidence in this game. I don't think he's got a whole lot going for him. Granted, they're not going to lay down. They're not just going to give up as long as we aren't looking past this game to Alabama as a team, I don't have a whole lot of concerns for this. Just as a comparison, so people aren't saying I'm just picking on him. Before Josh Heupel, UCF and Tennessee total were 16-7. The first year of Josh Heupel, they went to 19-7. So same amount of losses between the two, but 19 wins. Improvement there. And this little tidbit here, in the past 3 seasons of being an offensive coordinator for Bobby Petrino, he is 3-12 against teams with a 500 or better record. And that's not just with Arkansas, mind you. Arkansas comes into play, but he was also the offensive coordinator for Texas A&M, and they were supposed to be really good that year. They just weren't. Their offense didn't get going. Their defense wasn't good. People want to blame the defense for his losses, but there have been plenty of years where he has lost games because he was only able to score 10 points. Is he a good coach? Yes. Is he a better coach than who we had? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. But I'm not worried at all when I compare our head coach to their head coach.
I think I love by the numbers, by the way. I just like to see like that. The fun fact section is interesting to me. Just 3-12 when you're playing teams over 500. That means that you can't win
at 500.
Yeah, even at 500. Like, you know, and I mean, we talked about this on Monday, bro. Like, you coached a generational talent in Lamar Jackson. And each year he was there, you said there were 4 losses?
At least. Their best year they had him, they went 9-4.
That is crazy. Like, is it a development of talent? Is it a development of what you have on the field as far as scheme, players? I think, you know, we talked about this on Blue Chip Breakdown earlier this evening. I do think this Arkansas offense is better than it was last year. I do. I just said, I don't know how much better. I think players, they got better players. Their running back is better than he was last year because Mike Washington wasn't at Arkansas. He was at New Mexico State. Jaquindon Jackson, I talked about this. Like, he wasn't really that great for Arkansas last year, right? And so, you look, Sale like, well, I mean, I guess somebody's home. But you know, I didn't think he was great, but Mike Washington is much better. And then you go in and Taylon Green, year 2 in a system. He's improved. He's better. But his passing completion percentage is still not great. Like, he's still lofting and throwing things high. When he gets pressured, that completion percentage gets even lower. And so I think there are some spots for this Tennessee defense. But again, this read option offense that Arkansas runs, it took Ole Miss toe-to-toe, man. And that's the one thing that we have not been able to stop all year is the edge, outside zone. Well, now you're going to have a read option with a dude that's 6'6", 235 and can run. I don't like it. Deal, kind of give me your thoughts on that piece. Like, what? Like, the matchup, Tennessee should win the game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But the matchup, man, is a little bit more interesting, bro, than it should be.
Yeah, it is. And you even go back and you just think about like all the times Tennessee has played Arkansas, and they've always just been slugfest. I don't know what it is, if that's like a Florida at the swamp kind of thing for us when we play them. But, you know, when it comes down to it, our guys are better than theirs. I think our scheme's better than theirs. I don't see any reason why we should have to struggle to win this game. But if it does come down to that, I feel like we'll be better just about at any point in the game.
I feel like if we get to a place where we're getting stops on third down, we're forcing them off the field and converting those third downs when we get off the field and we get that football back and we're scoring touchdowns, this ain't going to be close. But if we're not getting off the field on third down and we're not slowing them down and they're scoring and then we're scoring and we're matching for match, I don't like that kind of game.
It's hard for me to see that happening. Like, it's one thing to have a new head coach, but for him to come in and have a whole new defensive coaching staff with it, like with one head coach coming in, you're more than likely still running the gist of your system with a couple of minor tweaks. But if you're doing a whole nother defensive staff and stuff, like how much is that going to change and how much can really change within 2 weeks that you can implement and it be effective immediately?
I'm with you. Let's see what the chat's popping on, because it is popping and I am not doing a good job tonight of getting over here. Tennessee Junior says, I ain't worried about Crash Bandicoot Petrino. I'm wondering what they got on defense for coaches calling things. Yeah, I think we're all wondering what they're going to do defensively. Tez in the chat. What's up, Artez? He said, let's go. Slick says Smokey needs to ride in on a Harley wearing a neck brace with a hot blonde chick. Slick, you wrong for that. Let's see. Going on down. Slick, thank you. He said, like the stream, fellas, in the chat. Everybody, yep, like. Tennessee Junior says, slap the like button like Mac slapped that trigger. What did he do?
He was talking about my graph and said it looked like his groupings when he's at the range.
Oh my God. Hey, they showing you love, C2. Awesome breakdown. My man Bull, what's good, Bull? Bull in the chat. What's happening, bro? Timmy G in the chat as well. What's up, Tim? Tennessee Junior says, Bull checking in. What's up, my brother? Caught yours, but internet on the beach sucks, so I couldn't check in. Tennessee Junior said, this offense is hard to stop without the ends being stupid discipline. This matchup isn't great. Lots of points would be my bet. That's what I'm leaning. I'm sort of kind of leaning that way, but then Notre Dame just beat the brakes off of them. And I'm like, I don't know how good Notre Dame is. You know, like, I don't know. I don't know. Sale got something to say, though.
I think Notre Dame's decent.
But like 56-13?
Smack it that ass, smack it that ass.
Here's the thing to me in this game. It's going to depend on who we put in the game on third down. If we're running out there on third down and we've got T-Lander out there and he's supposed to be setting the edge or he's supposed to be trying to read the read option and catch somebody, it's not going to go well. But if we're rolling out there, we've got Boo Carter, Edwin Spillman, Arian Carter out there, and those are the guys we're relying on to stop them from being able to run the ball on those key downs, I'm not worried at all. Even if we don't set the edge and they pick up a couple, those guys are fast enough to track any of them down, and Boo is going to lay the hit on whoever he gets. So while I do think the first quarter could be a little weird, a little ugly, because we don't really have film on what they're going to do on defense, on our offense. So it wouldn't surprise me too much if we come out a little slow, but it also wouldn't surprise me if we come out and just wreck them on offense because our players are just that much better. If there is some sluggishness, I think it's going to be from lack of tape, not having anything to look at.
I could see that. I mean, I could see that, but I also think, man, when Tennessee's at home, you look at the 4 previous games at home. Georgia 21-7. I mean, everybody else 20-30 in the first quarter, right? You go on the road against Mississippi State, and that's where you kind of were slow in the first, and you still got points on your first drive. It just wasn't the way we wanted it to be, right? So I don't think we're going to start slow. If we do, then it could be a long night, but I don't foresee that being something that we do. The 479 Hogcast, go Hogs. Hey, shout out to you, man. Says, any of y'all want to be on my show this week? Just started out. Woo Pig Suey. Hey, man, hit us up on Instagram or something. Hit us up on
let
Instagram.
us know when your show is. Let us know when it is.
Yeah, at Straight Up Tennessee, man. And I'd love to talk to you, man, and see what we could do potentially. But let's see. Do not know how to say your name, my dude. But defensively, they aren't going to be much different from before. Probably just more simple concepts. Says, we got Hobbs back. My best bet is the defense plays much better. Outside of one drive, Mississippi State had no drive longer than 26 yards. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, we gave them short fields on 3 possessions, right, and they got 17 points out of it. Right? Like, I mean, so let's see. Keep going down here. Chat, man. I love it. Slick 420 says every defense gives our offense different looks than how they look on tape. So I'm not worried about that. Like, the looks don't matter, especially with what we can do offensively now. I mean, you can go 3 high. We're going to run it at you. Let's run it at you, bro. Run it straight at you. And then let's see if you can stop that, right? Hallcast, yes, that sounds good. Yep, man, hit us up. Tith Alta 1. Yes, sir. Justin Williams, Arkansas wins this game.
Pass me that cup.
Pat, hey, whatever you got, you might need to pass it around. What they say, take one down and pass it around. Tith Alta said, in your dreams. Yeah. Slick 420 said, Justin Williams got a hold of that good stuff. Yeah.
Look, man, I don't want to rain on anyone's parade. I get it. You're excited because things have not been going well, and you had some decent years with him there. But I don't get being this excited about someone who throughout their entire career has constantly been looking for the next best thing.
Yeah.
Every time he gets a team built up to where it's looking good, he jumps ship and goes somewhere else. Even if it's a good team in a good conference, he jumps ship and goes somewhere else. Sometimes after telling you he wouldn't, and sometimes it's mid-season.
You're talking about Kiffin now, ain't you?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I mean, he got hired to be the offensive. I forget what team it was. He was going to be the head coach or offensive coordinator for someone, but then Texas A&M came in that same offseason and offered him the offensive coordinator job. So he just ditched before he even got there to coach.
Yep.
There's not that impressive to me.
Mm-hmm. There's literally two sides to what can happen Saturday. He rallies them together and they're juiced at the very beginning of the game, or they've already thrown the towel in for the season and they just collecting that check. But there's literally two sides, and you're on the road in Neyland. Like, that's hard.
Yeah, it's hard, bro.
That's hard.
It's very hard.
Yeah, and I know that we were talking about, like, how do we compare up to Notre Dame, but we don't even have to do that because Arkansas went to Memphis and still lost.
Yeah,
which I would argue is like the third best team in the state. So what they're gonna do in Neyland?
That's what I'm saying, man. It's people don't. People really. I try to say this in the smoothest way possible, but people do not know what that stadium does to people. Like, people really don't know, right? Kirby Smart is the only coach in 4 years who has won in Neyland Stadium. Kirby Smart. 2 of those 4 years, y'all, he won national championships. Okay? Like, we got there's something there. And so I just want people to understand, and I'm not saying like, hey, Arkansas can win the game. They can. Anybody can get beat on any given day. But I'm sorry, it's not going to be Saturday, Arkansas. It's just not. It's a revenge game. Y'all stole one from us last year because we were just too incompetent to even try to throw the football in the end zone on the last play of the game. We shouldn't have even been there, first of all. Anyways, I digress. I carry on. Let's see. Tith says he's changed. He regrets his past. Come on, just believe. Kind of like UNC was how UNC was going to be good. Yeah, didn't happen. And then he also says, even if you look at the quarterback stats between the quarterbacks, Joey is better in every category. Passing, Green is the better runner. Well, yeah, Taylor Green's the leading rusher for your team. That's a problem, dude.
Yeah.
Your quarterback should not be your leading rusher, Nico.
Yeah.
Nico Jr.
And that's the thing with Bobby Petrino quarterbacks, too, because you go back to Lamar Jackson, and yeah, he got drafted first round. He turned into what we know him as today. But people don't remember that he didn't play much at all his rookie year. He was getting developed. He was behind Joe Flacco. Like, they had to teach him how to pass.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Clout in the chat. What's good? Clout says, come Saturday, we eating pork, baby. Yeah, man. It's look, he said, I love pork barbecue. We do too, bro. I like pork. I like ribs. I like all the part of the pork. Pork, like we got ribs, pork butt, pork belly.
Go ahead and tell them, reckon it up.
Ruck it up, barbecue. You already know what it is. Sally done had a little bit of the barbecue.
Yeah, I need some more of that.
Come on,
I've had your brisket. I've had your brisket before. Your brisket's good, man.
Oh, see, I'm trying to tell y'all, boy, y'all need to come. Hey, I give you a pound of brisket for $75. No, I'm just playing. That's how
you hit me up with some pork belly, and then we're talking. I love pork belly, man.
Dude, I torch pork belly. I love pork belly. Cloud says this is the definition of a get back game. That game left a bad taste in it. Everybody thinks about this game. Last week when I was talking to Tyree West, I got to meet Tyree West. Everybody met him at what was the craziest thing at my son's fall fest. Craziest thing. I guess it was an NIL thing that he was fulfilling. You know, he actually goes to those. But anyways, so met him there. We got to talking a little bit, talked about Mississippi State, and then talked about, I was like, man, so a couple weeks, you know, how we feeling? He's like, oh, bro, like everybody went home and came back in like 2 days. Like nobody wanted to stay where they were. Like he was like, I ain't even go home. I've been here the whole time. Like they are locked in. This team is locked in, bro. So just from a player's perspective, so y'all can know, like this team is ready to play football. And I'm excited for what Saturday might bring. Let's talk about this, man. Typically, we would do pump the gas at the breaks. We're gonna pause that, man, tonight because I just like where the flow is going. Chat's blowing up. This is lit. Look, Clout says the barbecue you be posting looking good, Ruck. Yes, sir, Ski. You already know the vibes. I'm saying y'all finna make me cook, and I don't need to cook this weekend because I'm going to the game. Like we're not even tailgating this week. So Ryan Gaynor says, how do y'all really think Arkansas's defense is going to be ready Saturday? They done fired the whole defensive staff and brought old buddy in from the XFL. I'm just telling you, man.
They weren't good when they had an actual defensive coordinator. So
that's real.
If they roll out in that 4-3, like you were saying, Dylan, and we got 3 wideouts, I'm sorry, their linebackers aren't covering one of our wide receivers.
No,
their safeties aren't going to cover one of our wide receivers in one-on-one coverage. Like it's done.
Yeah, it won't. It won't be pretty. If they try, it's just that's. Yeah. J Pat, my boy J Pat says, long day, Ruck. Great show with Bull. Sorry I couldn't be on Gump Week. I'll be there. Yeah, I already know. We know. Let's see. LeClout says straight up tailgating. Tith Alta said simple concepts and blitzes. C2 has harped on this for weeks. Like, that's all we got to do. I think that's all we even have to do against Arkansas. But I think that's what Arkansas is probably going to do too. They're going to try to run super base and just send random blitzes just to see what happens. But again, we have been picking that up very well this season. This offensive line has been doing very well at picking that up. Look, hey, Tez has been to the tailgate. He said them ribs. I'm trying to tell y'all, we were smoking ribs at the last tailgate. I think Tez had a rack himself. You see what I'm talking about? Cloud says, didn't they get us in a yes, Dylan, kind of talk about last year. You kind of talked about it on Monday, but just for everybody watching right now, talk a little bit about what they showed us a lot defensively last year.
Yeah, last year, I mean, it was a lot of straight rush 3-3-5, but they also integrated some 4-2. They were trying to get Landon Jackson and Cam Ball in the backfield. That's really all they were trying to do, and they were successful in it. But when you look at the coverage types, it was a lot of quarters and a lot of cover three. Like, it's just been the same thing really this entire last year and going into this year. I guess they still think Nico's playing quarterback or something, but it's a lot of quarters, and they're just trying to keep everything underneath. And then, we've got guys running wide open. We just got to hit them. It really doesn't matter if they put 3 safeties out there, 4 or 5 or 11, but Joey's going to find a way.
Ryan Gaynor in the chat says they got 11 turn times on the field. Good God. Slick said if they try to run a 3-3-5 like last season, good luck. That's what I'm saying. I think they can't. They're not gonna. That's what I'm saying. We talked about this a little bit. Like, they got it. They're gonna have, like, Tennessee now at this point can force you out of stuff. Like, and Braylon Staley said it on Tuesday in his press conference. He was like, like, if they want to do, and he didn't even say what it was that they want to do. He's like, but if they want to do what they kind of showed us last year, like, we're gonna force them to get out of that. And then if you force this secondary, this slow Arkansas secondary to play you man to man,
Raps,
Brazzle, Mike, Bray, whoever you want. Who do you want going deep?
And to your point on the simple and blitzing, I don't even think we have to blitz them, to be honest with you. I would rather we didn't. Talon is better against the blitz than he is not against the blitz. We can get pressure with 4. We've shown it all year. Rush 4, spy on him. Everyone else do your job, and they're shut down on offense at that point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, now this is true. Matt in the chat says Arkansas's got a couple big running backs. Yeah, can't miss tackle. Obviously, Braylon Russell, the tank, and then Mike Washington, man. I mean, 6'2", 223 or something like that. I mean, that's a big guy, man. But make the tackles. J Pat says too many concepts for them playing same way as last year. We have a more mature quarterback with far better eyes. Yeah, that's facts. All right, boys, let's do this, man, while we got time. And the chat is litty, bro. I love it. Let's do some college football pick'ems, man. Right now, I am not doing great. I am 30-30. I'm 500 on the year. So we're gonna see what this week brings. But let's start at the top, man. This week's games. This first game that I want to start with is a heavy hitter, man. Number 8, Alabama traveling to Como to play Missouri. What we like? Let's start. We go Dylan C2 Sale. That's how we're going to rock it.
Yeah, I think it's tight, but I think Alabama's just got the better roster. So just off personnel alone, give me Alabama.
Yeah, I could easily see this game being won by a field goal late, but I do think Alabama pulls it out.
I agree. I think it's going to be a close game. It would not surprise me. All right, I'm going to say this. I have Missouri winning, but I think it'll be better for us if Bama wins.
Yes. Because you want them feeling just like, yeah, like now we got
Right.
we got Tennessee go to the girl. Yeah. But I would want nothing more than to smoke a cigar in Bryant-Denny Stadium. I don't even smoke the cigar for real. I just light it. But I would smoke the piss out that thing. I'd be like Lil Wayne on No Ceilings, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
You ain't supposed to inhale it now.
Uh-huh.
So you ain't supposed to inhale it now.
I sure would be. Indiana, number 7, Indiana traveling to Oregon. This game is so bluffed, bro. Give me Oregon.
100% Oregon.
I think it's Indiana.
They are not good, bro. That is not a good team.
I don't think Oregon's that good either.
At home,
Yeah.
It is a home game, so that helps them. But the only good team they've beat is Penn State, and they just lost to UCLA. So
the only good team Indiana beat was Illinois.
at least Illinois is still ranked.
But Penn State, brother Bear. Okay, we're gonna see. He might be right, but give me the Ducks.
I'll say Ducks by double digits.
Easy. This game is not even intriguing anymore. But Oklahoma and Texas Red River shootout.
They've been talking about Mateer playing this game.
He ain't playing.
I don't know if that's real or not, but
even if he don't play, I'm taking OU.
Yeah. I mean, Michael Hawkins, we saw last year. He's got the legs to get it done, even if all else fails. So give me OU.
I've also got OU. I could see this going either way, but Florida beat Texas, so I'm going Oklahoma.
Same. I think Archie struggles again. Oklahoma has a decent, pretty heavy defensive front. I think it might get ugly.
He's not good, y'all. Mm-hmm. And somebody pointed this out. I think it was Johnny Manziel. He was like, man, like if you go back and watch Arch's high school tape, like the teams he was playing against, he's like, bro, it's like, what?
Yeah.
Like it was so bad.
It was terrible.
It's also interesting because he got so much hype based on Eli and Peyton, but he's Cooper's kid.
Right.
They all family, bro. It's nepotism.
Right.
Why is that the 3:30? Ain't that normally a noon game?
No, I mean now it used to be when they weren't in our conference. So yeah, you're correct. But now, you know how it is now with ABC. They trying to just keep the primetime games primetime and give those.
Flip that with the Bama game.
That's what you would think. You would definitely think that. TCU traveling to Kansas State.
TCU by double digits.
Yeah, TCU. Kansas State's not that good.
Mm-mm.
They just aren't.
TCU.
I like Hoover, bro. I like Josh Hoover. I love Joey Aguilar, but Hoover would have been a problem, dude. Oh my God, he is nice.
He was that close.
He is nice. Iowa State at Colorado. I think I'm sad for Deion, man. Like he's not in good health, and yeah, man. I think not the Shadur and Travis transition, but I think you're just seeing, man, like even though he's recruited well, like that's not a university that's gonna win, man. It's just not. And so I mean, I got to take Iowa State, especially after losing the way they lost last week. Rocco Beck is I don't care what Rocco Beck's still a dude, bro. He is a dude. And I think, dude, they gonna try to beat them by 3-4 touchdowns next week or this week.
For sure. Yeah, I'm riding that same wave. I mean, Cincinnati did put up a lot of points on them quickly, but I don't see that happening 2 weeks in a row, especially with Colorado. So give me Iowa State.
I hate Klaus said Deion got Karachi. He good.
Well, I think Iowa State in that Cincinnati game, and they may still be missing them for Colorado. They were missing one or both of their starting cornerbacks in that game. I don't know if they're still out or not. Wouldn't surprise me if this game is a little closer than people think.
Yeah,
because Colorado has been playing people close. But without Sanders being able to fully focus on football because of his health issues, they don't know how to win those close games right now.
Yeah.
So I think it's Iowa State, and I hate it for him what he's going through, but I don't think they win that game.
Hey, y'all, big shout out to our guy Tith Alta. First time joining us.
Sir.
And now the boy has become a member of the channel. Shout out to you, my guy. Shout out to you. All right, let's keep it moving, boys. Nebraska traveling to Maryland. Maryland is straight. Malik Washington, the quarterback. Obviously, Caleb Webb transferred from Tennessee. It's a weird game, man. I feel like if this game wasn't at Maryland, I would 100% be picking Nebraska. But for some reason, I'm going with the Terrapins.
Yeah, I'll take Maryland too. That's a sleeper of a stadium. It can get loud up there, but Yeah, I just think Maryland pulls this one out.
Yeah, I also went Maryland. I just think they have a little bit more belief, even though they lost last week. They lost because they didn't score any points in the second half. They had a chance to beat Washington and just let it slip. I don't think they do that 2 weeks in a row.
I haven't watched a lick of film on either one of these teams, so I'm going to ride the wave, and I'm going to go with Maryland.
Georgia traveling to Jordan Hare playing Auburn.
I think it's Georgia close. I think Auburn puts up a fight because they've been fighting with everybody, but
They have.
Jackson Arnold just doesn't have enough in him yet to where he can win those games out. But give me Georgia.
Same. I think it's Georgia. I think Auburn doesn't have enough on offense yet, but I think their defense helps keep it close.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, couldn't say it any better.
Yep, that's where I'm at too. Michigan traveling to Pasadena to play USC. It's a weird game, dude. Because I just don't know how good either one of those teams really are. You know what I mean? Like USC is unranked right now at 4-1. Michigan's 4-1, and they're at number 15. They're kind of just straddling that 14, 15, 16 number because I think even the entire country's like, is this team even really good? Like we don't know. But one thing I can say is it's been a rough time for these East Coast schools traveling west to play football. So I'm taking USC.
Yeah, I think that straight breaks. Give me Michigan. I just think Bryce Underwood is that good of a quarterback. He's what we thought Nico would be.
Yeah, I like him. He's good. And there's just not a lot of playmakers on this team,
I mean,
which is
Michigan.
weird.
They want to run the ball. They ain't trying to get receivers and nothing like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Michigan as well. I mean, USC gave up 31 to Michigan State. They lost to Illinois. Michigan's played better teams and beat better teams this year. So I think they win it, USC, although they probably are going to come out sluggish because it's West Coast is what it is.
At least it's later in the day. It'll be a 3:30 kickoff, but arguably neither one have really played anybody. It'll probably be a close, ugly game. I'll go at USC.
BYU at Arizona.
I don't know who the kid's name is, but that quarterback wearing number 47.
Crazy.
There's something about that that's tough. I don't know what it is, but
Crazy
it's
work.
just something about it, bro.
That's crazy work, bro. Oh, I like BYU as well.
Yeah, going BYU. I keep picking against them. They keep winning. So maybe if I switch it up, they'll lose one.
I'm going to go with the Mormons.
Last one, boy. Number 21, Arizona State heading to Utah.
I like Utah.
I do too, man. That's just a tough place to play.
What's their quarterback's name?
Devin Dampier.
Yeah, dude.
He's nice.
He should be in the Heisman talks, but
he's very nice.
There's a few people who should be in the Heisman talks that aren't, if we're being honest.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, for me, it's Utah. I don't know how good Arizona State is when they're playing outside of their own stadium. I'm being honest.
Night, J. Pat, holla at you, my boy. Just had to say that. Y'all, I'm gonna try to go ahead, Sel.
Hold on, Rut. We missing like 3 good matchups on here. I know you're looking at a list, but
yeah, go ahead. Let's bring them on. Bring them on.
All right, so we got a later game in the night. South Carolina headed to Death Valley. South Carolina and LSU. I'll kick us off. I'm going with South Carolina. I'm going with Beamer.
Seller's back.
Yes, he's back.
Okay.
He was back last week, I think.
Yeah, he played last week a little bit. LSU is fraud, bro. They frauds. I mean, if South Carolina can defensively just be solid enough, they can win that game. But because it's in Death Valley, I am going to pick LSU.
I think South Carolina is better than their record says they are, and I think LSU is worse than their record says they are. So
South Carolina definitely should be 4-1.
For sure.
Right. But you do have to take Death Valley into effect, but honestly, I just don't think Brian Kelly has that killer instinct in him. When his back against the wall, he folds every time. Give me South Carolina.
If this game was at any other time of day, even being in Death Valley, I'd pick South Carolina, but I think it's LSU. That place is just hard to win in at night, regardless of Brian Kelly's killer instinct. The fans there get nuts. I think LSU squeaks one out here, but they are definitely frauds.
Oh,
Hey,
Lord.
hey
We got-
there, brother.
All right. Next, I got the Gators. They got the upset win last week. They are headed to the 12-man, as Brett likes to say, the sissy man. Whatever you want. I ain't gonna say what you actually said that one day on the show. But
Me? Oh, my bad. Yeah. Yeah, the twerkers. I might swear, man, that called a whoa.
Lord.
7:00 kickoff, Florida at Texas A&M.
The twerking workers.
Stupid, bro. Oh man. I got A&M in the competitive first half.
Golly. Yeah, give me A&M too. If we don't get canceled.
It's A&M. It'll be close in the first half, but it's going to be an A&M. Florida ain't winning that game.
Yeah, give me them boys.
All right, last
Give me
one.
Texas A&M.
Last one. We got a noon kickoff. That's the Big Ten loves to have. We got Ohio State at Illinois. I think Ohio State is not the best team in the country, but I still think they'll win in a close one.
Yeah, I mean, Ohio State is the product of benefiting from scheduling, man. Like, it's so strange, man, because that team is a good football team. Like, they really, really are. But I don't know how good Julian Sayin is, for real. Jeremiah Smith has regressed due to the quarterback play. Like, he's not really playing that great. But again, like, what can you hold your head up against with Ohio State? That defense is just nasty. So you got to take Ohio State regardless.
With you, I just don't think Illinois is that great. Give me Ohio State.
And I like Bielema too, dude. Like, I actually like Bielema. I think he's a good coach, but it's not. I think he's fit for the SEC. He really is, as like a defensive coordinator.
I agree with you 100%, Lil Clout. Ohio State being ranked over Miami is ridiculous.
I said this, bro. I said, what did we say? Miami is the best team in the country right now, bro. There's no ifs, ands. Like, bro, I was talking to Turner about this on Monday. I was like, dude, Carson Beck is cold, bro. This dude, like, it took him leaving Georgia. Like, Georgia was his lid, bro. He playing so free. I'm like, dude, I want him on my, like, dude is just out there playing, bro.
Bro's Ice Age cold.
You so wrong for that, boy. Trying to get on that.
No, but Ohio State wins this game. I don't think Illinois has the defense to do anything.
Man.
Look at like, boy. See, y'all done got me cooked. Y'all done got me out here cooked up, boy. Goodness gracious. Okay, I wanted to go back to this, y'all, before we wrap up tonight. Because, dude, like, this has been crazy. Chat is insane tonight. Clout says, crazy random question. But giving Jacoby Thomas's success at Miami and Jermad's situation, what are your thoughts on if Jacoby were to stay and Jermad would have hit the portal?
Well, it's two different positions, right?
Yep.
So, yes, Boo Carter has stepped up in the star role. Idris Farouk has played better than we expected at strong safety. I know Jacoby kind of rotated in and out both those positions, but I mean, yes, we haven't had Jermad this far into the season, but I mean, Jacoby has played well at Miami, but it hasn't been like life changing. Like, he still can't cover, and I know that he's got picks, but I mean, they're thrown right into his chest. So
That's true.
But I mean, I would rather have that safety blanket knowing that Jermad's right around the corner from getting back than to have another safety that can't cover. Put it nicely.
I would have liked for Jacoby to stay, but not because of anything to do with Jamad, because of other safety people that are on the team. I think he would have at least been a step up in hitting and tackling, if not in coverage. And I've been really good about not bringing this person up, and I'm not going to dive into a deep well ruck, so don't freak out.
Mm-hmm.
But with the size of the running backs that we're going up against this week, I am saying this directly to him just in case he happens to see it. Please don't tackle the way you normally do, because you're going to get yourself injured or killed if you get on all fours in front of them and hope they trip over you. It's not going to end well. Please don't do that, because as much as I dislike your play on the field, I never like seeing anyone get injured, especially a volunteer. Do something different.
Agreed. I'm answering these last two, y'all. Let's lock in these last two. Ryan says, y'all think Jermond is really going to play this season? I don't see it. If here's what I'll say. He's sliding down draft boards right now just due to not playing. Colton Hood is actually on some mock drafts ahead of Jermont McCoy now. Brazel as well. It would be a really bad mistake if he didn't play from, in my opinion, this is where I'm thinking, from New Mexico State through our playoff run. Like if he didn't play at least New Mexico State, Florida, Vandy, and show that he's still like that guy. I mean, he's third round now.
Sheesh.
That's just what's going to happen, inevitably.
There's filming him on the practice field this week, wasn't it? With the
but
leg sleeve.
Yeah, but he's not doing
One-on-ones,
anything with teams. Like that's the thing. Like there's no team period.
Right.
That's where your money's made is in team. So,
I think he needs to play when we come back from the next bye week, which may be exactly what you just said. I don't remember that bye week before.
It is. Yep, it's New Mexico State.
But some guys are also fine with sliding down the draft board because then they at least go to a decent team instead of getting snapped up by the Titans or something. So,
let's see. Last one. Tit said, I'd rather have a rotation at safety so we can at least see some better play occasionally.
Well, we've had Caleb Beasley coming in for turn time, but
he's not been bad.
He's not been bad, but he hasn't been great either. I mean, he's had plays where he's busted and turn time too. You just hate to see that from a 6-year senior. And
well,
I mean, on another tangent, but
I mean, like Caleb Beasley. Let's just talk about this: the wide open Brennan Thompson drop. That was Caleb Beasley. Torched. Nope. Hey man, before we get out of here, that boy Matt dropped a 10. Says sell C2 Dylan, and of course, Ruck. Great stuff tonight, my fantastic friends. Go Vols, baby. Yes, sir.
Don't we need to do our score predictions for Arky?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do them. Everybody that's in the chat right now, drop your final score predictions. I'm not giving you one because I'll give it to you on Friday. But you boys, go ahead. What y'all thinking? Let's start Sale, C2, and then Dilly.
Like I said earlier, Arkansas is going to either be fired up trying to regroup or they already thrown the towel in. I don't think the bye week helps them at all. I don't think it makes a difference. It does help us. I think we are locked in and focused, like Ruck said earlier, after talking to Tyree West. My score prediction is 41-17 Vols.
C2?
I've got 55 27 Vols. And also, just real quick, Caleb Beasley is also a sophomore and is playing better than the other guy. So, just saying.
Arkansas, I feel like they can be good if they really put their mind on it. But at the same time, it's Neyland, and it's after a bye week, and they got a bad taste in our mouths from last year. I feel like Arkansas will come out and they'll play good. But what is this team going to do when they get punched in the mouth? Because it's going to happen. So I just think they ain't gonna match us. They're gonna crumble. Give me 42-13.
I like it. I like it. I like it. A lot of stuff in the chat here. 53, 56, 35, 52, 27, 45, 27, 45, 21, 42, 38, 48, 38, 42, 20. I mean, man, I love it. I love it, y'all.
I got a little bit more faith in our defense than that.
I would hope so. We'll see. We'll see what locks in. But y'all, man, thank y'all for tapping in on the midweek chat. Listen, we'll be back on Friday. Again, how that works, y'all know, for everybody that's new, that's tapped in, we actually record that on Thursdays, and then you'll get a video on Friday morning. So be on the lookout for the One More Day episode. We're going to dive into keys to victory, offensive and defensive playmakers of the game, and then you're going to get Ruck's final score prediction. So gonna be a great week, man. I can't wait, bro. One more day. We're so close to the one more day. I can't wait. I love that show. And this one was a good one. So thank y'all for, man, everybody in the chat. Y'all lit it up. It was fun tonight. Stay tapped in, join the channel, like, comment, subscribe, and join. But until Friday, boys, y'all got anything?
Y'all pray for me, man. I'm gonna be at a wedding, so hopefully we blow it open early.
Man, golly. That kind of, that's what sucks when you get married.
Yeah. See, I was smart. Mine was on a Sunday and a bye week. You know what I'm saying? I was considered, but
yeah. Now, is the wedding a friend of yours, or is it a friend of your wife's?
Wife's, no, mine.
That's what I'm saying. If you ain't, that's my point. That's my point. That's what happens when you get married. You just kind of gotta say, all right, that's what we doing. All right. Tell them that they dumb, but that's all right. But y'all, man, thank y'all for tapping in with us today on the midweek chat. We'll be back with a video for you on Friday. But for my guy Dylan, for my guy Sel, for my guy C2, man, it's your boy Ruck in the building. You already know what it is. Straight up Tennessee, baby. We'll see you on Friday.